Moving on from the world of finance, Marksmen Daily, in association with India Today, recognizes and gives a nod to the incredibly important field of supply chain and logistics. Let's begin by inviting Sarala Menon, Executive Vice President End-to-End Supply Chain, Colgate Palmolive India Limited.
Across the supply chain, I think innovation is going to be the way that you will distinguish good supply chains from the not so good. And innovations are really about the manufacturing 4.0, automation, digital analytics. There's so much happening that I think it's just our limitation to be able to really harness all the things that are happening. We have done a lot in terms of innovations, whether they are about automation, robotic, cobots, frugal innovations, because like I was sharing in my session, sometimes when you're looking at cobots, there are some, maybe, you have an issue and it's not a direct answer. And our team has come up with something very, very innovative in terms of how do you address challenges by actually using these innovations. And I was also mentioning that in Colgate, some of the stuff that we have done, they're actually looking to us in India as a center of excellence for cobots. And this is very important because it not just builds capability in the Colgate ecosystem, but also when we are working with local vendors, it helps their capabilities go up. And I think in India, generally, we are very cost conscious. So there is a lot of opportunity. And like I said, I don't think we should be limiting ourselves to what we can do in India, but how do we use that to really export? So to me, innovation is the way to go.
Up next, we would like to invite Ankur Bhagat, Executive Sponsor LGBTQ+ Inclusion and Vice President and Chief Supply Chain Officer, P&G India.
Challenge that the supply chain is facing is with what we call as a fast network, and let me elaborate. F is all around the fast changing, evolving shopper and consumer, the pace at which online, offline and a mix of these are coming. Supply chain has to be geared up to ensure that the availability of the product is there at all points of time, irrespective of where the shopper chooses to shop. At the same time, events of last few years have taught us that agility and resilience, and this is in context of COVID as a pandemic, but equally important other challenges that we see, whether it's linked to weather uncertainty or climate change or the recent challenges that we saw on ocean freight and so on. It's here to stay. So agility and responsiveness is the second challenge that we see. The third challenge or trend that we are seeing is around sustainability. Again, it is something which is part and parcel of what we need to do and how we need to run business. And lastly is how do we leverage technology, much better. So those are the challenges or the trends that we need to leverage, for future. For us at Procter, the way we are addressing it is through what we call as Supply 3.0, which has 4 key vectors, ensuring resilience to supply in full, having seamless data interconnection end-to-end all the way from our suppliers to the customers, sustainability as the third vector, and superior workforce as the fourth.
And with that, we come to the end of the Supply Chain and Logistics Conclave. Marksmen Daily recognized and felicitated the movers and shakers of the world of supply chain and logistics, each at the very top of their game. This has been a presentation by Team Marksmen in association with India Today.